Alright, what up you schmucks? Back then, I used to not give a shit about streamers. That was until VTubers came into the picture. And there's 3 reasons why I find them far, far superior than non-VTuber streamers by a fucking landslide. That being their appearance, their sense of humor, and emotional vulnerability. I think we can all agree that anime characters are more fun to look at than actual people. I've already lived long enough to know what a fucking human looks like, especially when most of them look the same in the cultural sense. Just think of a person of any race, and you can easily imagine their hairstyle and sense of fashion. Now there's nothing wrong with looking similar, but personally, I find that shit pretty lame. But with an anime avatar, there's so much diversity. It's not just humans. You also got animal girls, monster girls, cyborgs, aliens, angels, demons, and other mythical creatures. You can truly be who you want to be because the possibilities are endless. And it's not just for show, but it's also a safety net. By having a VTuber model, there's less backlash for the jokes you make. Let's say, for example, Pokimane makes a joke about special needs people. She would absolutely get put on blast by the internet. They would definitely try to cancel her, dox her, or maybe both. But if you have a VTuber avatar, you will not face the same amount of damage because you have a model that can hide your identity, therefore having less repercussions. For me, I love comedy. Whether that's getting a good laugh or making others laugh, comedy is basically crack to me. I crave that shit like a fucking drug addiction because I'ma be real. So many people in real life aren't funny. Their entire personality is basically not offending people and or being too insecure of how others will judge them. I say this with my heart and soul that a brick wall has more personality than those types of people, and it's not even close. But VTubers, on the other hand, are a different hybrid. They don't need to hold back on a good joke. They can go off the rail with that shit if they really wanted to. I'm not saying all VTubers have to be like that, but if you ask me which types of streamers I find funnier, I would answer VTubers without a second thought. I can always count on them to deliver high quality humor. But it's not just their sense of humor that I love. VTubers are some of the most emotionally vulnerable individuals you'll ever watch. One of the hardest things in life for many people is opening up to others, whether that's telling the most embarrassing moments of your life or admitting that you're not feeling okay. Either way, it's not easy for most people, and that's why they become VTubers. Some people don't want to be seen in their moment of weakness, so they have a VTuber model as a shield in order to convey how they feel. That way the attention goes towards the VTuber model instead of the actual person. It's similar to how some people hate making eye contact, and to fix that, they wear sunglasses. Same logic goes with VTuber models. For some, it's enough to give them the push they need, and I applaud them for that. Even though you don't need a VTuber model to tell people how you feel, if having a VTuber model makes it easier for them to express themselves, props to them. It takes balls to put yourself out there and speak from the heart. The anonymity of having a digital avatar is not only aesthetically pleasing, but it's also a tool that pushes people to become the best versions of themselves as an entertainer and genuine human being, and I find that beautiful. I feel like you can't get that kind of magic from non-VTuber streamers. Whenever non-VTuber streamers are emotionally vulnerable to their audience, it's more of a special case based on the individual. Whereas VTubers, it's a norm to develop that kind of parasocial relationship with their audience. From my experience being on the internet, the amount of VTubers I've seen talk about their lives far surpass the amount of non-VTuber streamers I've seen. And because of that, I see non-VTuber streamers more as entertainers than human beings with flaws and emotions. Whereas VTubers, I see them as both. Theoretically, I feel like VTubers have a stronger connection with their fan base than non-VTuber streamers, but that's just me. And that's why I love VTubers. I love anime, and I love people who can be honest with themselves. I'm happy I get to talk about them on my channel, and I'm happy they're a part of my channel's success. They'll always have a special place in my heart. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree or disagree? And while you're at it, be sure to like and sub to the channel. I'd see ya.